Hey all, Hibber here. So I haven't really been paying enough attention to Tiny Tina's Wonderlands because it's actually a game I really like, but I just haven't got like really the time or the effort to get into it. But I have decided to actually like make an effort now. But first, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. So if you haven't played Wonderlands before, it's kind of a mix of Borderlands and like a little bit of Diablo, I guess, when it comes to the weapons, because unlike Borderlands, it's not all about guns. In Wonderlands, you actually have guns, obviously, but you also have a lot of different magics that you can equip. And some characters can equip more than one type of magic, sometimes two, and you have very like special spells and skills and stuff like that. And it is a silly game. I mean, it's like Borderlands times 10, pretty much. So, like, you need to find magical fish, for example, that you will use later to unlock, well, things. And while you're doing that, then Tiny Tina and her weirdo friends are, discussing your progress, and because the whole thing is supposed to happen in like a quasi Dungeons and Dragons environment called Bunkers and Badasses. So Tiny Tina is the bunker master, and she just changes everything on the fly. So 1 minute it can be daylight, and the next time it can be like nighttime, and ghosts are coming out. So here apparently we have to put our fish here on the fire, and once that's done, we have to what it looks like, I think, light the fire, and that will unlock the next part of the level. So in other words, the humor is the same as in Borderlands and Borderlands 2 and Borderlands 3. So if that wasn't your thing, then you will definitely not like this game, because the humor is even it's taken to the next level here in Wonderlands, and sometimes it's actually a little bit too much. I think it's so silly it's not funny, but it's never so silly that it gets ridiculous and makes you stop playing, which is a good thing. I still think Borderlands 2, the humor in there was excellent. I mean, the banter between the characters was just excellent, and I don't think that banter here in this game is quite on the same level. I think they are kind of trying too hard, really. But other than that, Wonderlands is a great game. Like, I was just playing it for about an hour today, and I thought, wow, well, I really should put in some more time into this game here, because it's pretty good. It does have a few downsides, like there's no real crafting involved. You always find or buy your stuff, and it's not like you can build new guns from the ground up, which is kind of what I was hoping from this game here. But that's not in there, and I mean, it's not a bad side per se, because it's something they decided not to have in the game at all, but still, it means that the gameplay isn't as nuanced as I would like it to be. Other than that, it's pretty much Borderlands 2, just in a different environment. And you have the same, treasures where you open up, and it's full of hopefully legendary guns and shields and magic and all sorts of interesting stuff. And it's just as, hard to put down as Borderlands is. You keep playing and you think, oh, I'm just going to find one more chest, just one more chest. And you just keep going. And obviously that's like the hallmark of a great game, and Wonderland sure is a great game. Again, the inventory management is perhaps a little bit dumbed down, I think, and like you spend most of your time just selling stuff, because there's just so much to go through with the interface that you just decide not to do it because it's too much work. So really, they need to look at that in what is pretty much a sure thing to be Wonderlands 2, because I've heard that this game has sold really well, and I mean, I get it, because the environments are great, and you can see some of the enemies are also extremely interesting and very, very fun to play and, defeat. And there's also, a bit of personalization involved here. Not as much as I would like. That's the main problem with this game, I think. Everything is like pretty much like you find something and then you use it until you find something better. There's nothing, inserting gems into your equipment or gems into your armor and stuff like that, or like changing magic from one piece of equipment to another, and perhaps mixing magic and stuff like that. That's not here, so it makes the gameplay a little bit shallow, really. And it's certainly nothing like if you ever play the Divinity games, where the gameplay is just so deep and yet so easy to get into. And yeah, I mean, this game is really easy to get into, and you can play multiplayer, and you can play split screen even, and it's great fun. And especially the graceful statue here, I love that. That's in my hometown. But it's not perfect by any means. From a technical standpoint, it's pretty much perfect, but from a depth perspective, there could be more to it, really. But like I said, I'm going to play it a little bit more, and I'll give you a few more videos. So I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you out there.